Jets fans, buckle up, because the second preseason game of the year is here, and it's shaping up to be far more than just another preseason matchup. Saturday night under the lights at MetLife Stadium, the New York Jets will take the field against the New York Giants. And while some may shrug at the preseason label, for those who have been locked into training camp and joint practices, you know there's plenty on the line. Here's the truth. The status of the starters is still up in the air as of right now. The team is dealing with an injury list that reads more like a mid-season grind than a Week 2 preseason update. Sauce Gardner is working his way back from a calf issue. Tyrod Taylor has missed the entire preseason so far. Quinnen Williams is being managed carefully. Jermaine Johnson may be cleared, but the coaching staff is refusing to rush him. Allen Lazard? Out 1 to 2 weeks. It's a list long enough to make any fan start thinking twice about risking starters at all. And that's the big debate. One camp says, why risk it? The joint practices gave the first team plenty of work. 2 straight days of first team versus first team reps against the Giants have already happened. Why tempt fate? And honestly, that's a fair point. The other camp argues the opposite. This is a young team with a brand new offensive system. They need all the live reps they can get before Week 1. On that front, there's logic too, especially considering offensive coordinator Tanner Ringstrand is still in the early stages of calling plays at the NFL level. Last Saturday was his first real shot, and while Steve Wilks brings plenty of defensive experience, Ringstrand is learning how to find rhythm with his players on game day. Every rep is an opportunity to sharpen timing, communication, and execution. For the sake of conversation, and because we all secretly want to see our starters one more time before the regular season, let's assume Justin Fields, Breece Hall, and the first team unit see at least a drive or two. If that happens, the number one storyline I'll be watching is this: how the offensive line responds to a Giants front that is absolutely loaded. Think about what this unit faced in those joint practices. Brian Burns screaming off the edge. Kayvon Thibodeau setting the edge and collapsing pockets. Dexter Lawrence wrecking the middle. A front seven that can stop the run and pressure the passer with equal effectiveness. On the first day of joint practices, it was a fairly even battle, wins on both sides. But by day 2, the general consensus was that the Giants' defense got the better of the Jets' line. So now comes the response. This is more than just preseason. This is about proving the line can handle elite pass rush talent and not wilt under pressure. It's also about clarity in personnel. Will we see veteran John Simpson? If not, does that mean Wes Schweitzer slides into a starting role and Joe Tippmann moves to guard? And what about the snap issues we've seen from Tippmann in camp? High snaps in game situations can destroy drives before they start, and the sooner those kinks are ironed out, the better. This unit doesn't need to be perfect on Saturday, but it does need to show fight, discipline, and cohesion. Because once the regular season starts, they'll be tested every single week. Of course, no conversation about Saturday night can happen without talking about Justin Fields. His debut in green and white against the Packers was exactly what Jets fans had been waiting for: a composed, confident, and creative performance against a starting defense. That opening 10-play, 79-yard touchdown drive in Lambeau wasn't just good football, it was a statement. Fields made throws over the middle with confidence, used his legs to cap the drive with a touchdown run, and commanded the offense like a veteran. Now the question is, can he do it again? Whether it's one drive, 2 drives, or no drives at all, Jets fans will be watching every snap to see if Fields can stack positive performances before Week 1. Saturday isn't about stats. It's about rhythm, decisiveness, and continuing to mesh with his receivers. Speaking of receivers, there's intrigue all over this offense. Is this the week Breece Hall reminds everyone why he's one of the most explosive backs in football? He's been quiet so far this preseason, while rookie Braylon Allen and newcomer Donovan Edwards have generated buzz with their touches. That's not a bad problem to have. Competition in the backfield only raises the floor of the group, but Hall remains the home run hitter, and a strong showing against a tough Giants run defense could be the perfect tune-up before the Steelers in Week 1. Then there's Malachi Corley. The rookie wideout has flashed his speed and physicality in camp, but the bright lights of MetLife against a rival could be a different kind of proving ground. Every route, every contested catch, every rep against NFL-caliber corners matters for his development. Let's not forget about the offensive line's role in all this. We can't see the real ceiling of Fields, Hall, or Corley without protection and push up front. That means cleaner snaps, better communication on blitz pickups, and winning matchups against one of the league's most talented defensive fronts. Mid-script YouTube promotion. Before we dive deeper into what the defense needs to prove on Saturday, if you're enjoying this breakdown and want to stay locked in on every storyline, player update, and game analysis for the Jets all season long, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a second of Jets coverage. This is your home for die-hard, no-nonsense New York Jets content, and the regular season is just getting started. Now, let's talk about the other side of the ball, because the defense has its own point to prove. Last week against the Packers, the Jets' first-team defense looked like a unit ready to back up its words with action. Speed, physicality, relentless pursuit. Andre Cisco was everywhere. Tony Adams made plays in the deep secondary, and Sauce Gardner continued to look like a corner you just don't test. Up front, Leonard Taylor's strip sack that led to a defensive touchdown was exactly the kind of game-changing play the coaching staff preaches about. Against the Giants, the challenge shifts. This isn't just about racking up sacks or stuffing the stat sheet. It's about replicating that same speed and physical dominance we saw last Saturday, and doing it against an offense that will be looking to answer back after 2 physical joint practices. The secondary will also be tested by a quarterback with real arm talent. The Giants may give extended reps to rookie Jackson Dart, a first-round pick whose tools have drawn comparisons to Matthew Stafford and Jalen Hurts. In joint practices, Dart had one day where he started slow but finished strong, and another where he looked sharp early. That means Jets corners like DJ, Reed, Michael Carter II, and young depth pieces will need to be disciplined and ready for shots downfield. And don't overlook the young safeties. Every rep they take against an NFL-caliber quarterback is a chance to improve their reads, angles, and communication. Mistakes in preseason are teaching moments. Mistakes in the regular season cost games. For the pass rush, it's an opportunity to keep proving that the depth behind the starters can still win battles. Players fighting for roster spots have only a few more chances to make their case. Pressure on Dart, disruption in the backfield, and forcing the Giants to play behind the sticks will all help their case. Ultimately, Saturday is about momentum. The Jets don't need to dominate the scoreboard, but they do need to walk away with the confidence that comes from executing their identity: fast, physical, and fearless. That kind of football doesn't get turned on like a light switch in Week 1. It's built in August, in joint practices, and yes, in preseason games like this one. Final thoughts: this isn't just a random August night at MetLife. This is about setting the tone for 2025. Every drive Fields leads, every run Hall breaks, every snap the offensive line takes against an elite front matters. Every blitz pickup, every contested catch, every defensive stand, it's all part of building the team that will take the field in September and try to break through in the AFC. For fans, Saturday is a gift, a final look at how far this group has come in camp, and a preview of what's ahead. For the players, it's a proving ground. And for the coaching staff, it's a measuring stick for where adjustments still need to be made before the games start counting. So when the ball is kicked off, forget the "it's just preseason" talk. Watch the trenches. Watch the quarterback's command. Watch how this defense swarms. Because all of it matters. And all of it is building towards something bigger. The road to Week 1 runs right through Saturday night, and the New York Jets have every reason to make it count.